So now you know it's get low, motherfucker. Holla. Yeah, man. We put them songs together, nigga, in about 8 to 9 days, man. You know what I'm talking about? Young gang, you got it, my nigga. Yeah. But about this get low shit.
Hello everyone, this is Charles Marley from charlesclicks.com. In reference to my previous video on how to create an amazing WordPress website online, today I'm going to show you how to create a WordPress website using XAMPP. First thing we have to do, or first step, is to click on our Mozilla Firefox or any browser of your choice. Then we have to go to google.com and then type XAMPP, because we're going to install XAMPP on our local machine or local PC. So I'll click the first option. What is an XAMPP? XAMPP or NL, I'm an African. XAMPP is the most popular PHP development environment. XAMPP is completely free, easy to install, Apache distribution containing MirrorDB, PHP, and Perl. The XAMPP open source package has been set up to incredibly easy to install and to use. Over here we have a lot of options. You can see over here we have the options for Windows, we have the one for Linux, we have the one for Mac. For the purpose of this lecture, I'm using Windows 10. Enterprise. So I have to go to the right one, or I have to go for the right one, which is Windows. So I click here and automatically my download starts. I have to click on start download. If your download doesn't start, you click here for your download to start. Now that my download is complete, depending on the kind of download manager you're using, I'm going to go over here to my download folder and click on program. This is the XAMPP application I just downloaded right now, 64-bit, because my Windows is a 64-bit window. So I have to double click on this to install the XAMPP on our PC. There's a warning over here that shows this warning is because there's an active UAC, users account control, on the system. So which means some features of XAMPP are possibly restricted. It's not prompting me not to install the XAMPP on C drive / program file, but XAMPP is going to install on the C drive anyway, so we have to click OK. We're going to click next. These are the components. The Apache, the MySQL, the FileZilla for file transfer protocol, Mercury, Mail, but we have to go with the full option, so we have to check all the components over here, and then next we click next. There's the location where the XAMPP application will be installed on our PC. We click next, and this over here is telling us if you want to learn much about Bitnami for XAMPP, you have to check this, but we don't really need to go into those details, so we uncheck and then click next, and we are installing our XAMPP onto our computer. Do you want to start the XAMPP control panel now? But because we want to set it up, because it's right time for us to run our XAMPP application and then test our server, we click finished. We have to go with English. Now the XAMPP control panel is on. Over here is modus, and here modus services. This is over here is HTTP web server called Apache. Is a web server software, and over here is a MySQL, is a database management system. Both applications are free and open source, and you can download them and use them to experiment with your web development and some coding. So we have to click start over here to start our Apache. You see, I got some error message here. Now the reason why my Apache is not starting, because I got some error message here on my status that say blah 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 blah, error Apache shut down unexpectedly. It's because it's a port problem. So this means there's another application using my path. But don't be scared, you're not gonna get encountered inside this kind of problem. So to fix this problem, all we have to do is to click on config here and go to Apache HTTP the configuration. We have to look for listing. Good. Now when you find this kind of problem, you see this listing, you have to make it, the port on this listing, you make it 8080. And if it is 8080 and your Apache is not starting up, you can make it 80. So this time around we have to look for another file called server name localhost. Good. So I need localhost and we make it 8080. Then over here you click and save your file. We come back to our XAMPP control panel again. Click on config. We go to Apache HTTP SSL config. And we go to listing. Here is 443. You can make it 4433. And we come over here. We go to virtual host. Let me see. Virtual host. Oh my god. Go to virtual host. Okay, good. Virtual host default, we have to make it 4433. You also click on file and always remember to save your configuration when you make changes on any settings. So now we have to start our Apache. Good. You see that our Apache has started and we have to start our MySQL. Our MySQL has already started and all is running. You can also stop those modules if you wish. Over here is service module. If you do more of web programming, you can come over here and check the services, check those two services. So this means that anytime you load up your window, these two applications start automatically. But this applies if you do more web development all the time. But we just have to start digging into our lectures. So let's click on Apache, and our Apache is running. And let's click on MySQL, and MySQL is also running. So let me close. Let me go off my network. Now I've disconnected. I'm no longer online anymore. So let's test our server. Good. I'm gonna open a new page here so you understand it very well. So here I type a localhost. Good. Another problem. Well, like I told you, don't be scared, because I don't think you're gonna encounter this kind of problem. I have a lot of configurations already on my system, so when you have this kind of problem unable to connect to localhost, you have to come over here and from the control panel you see we have a port 8080, so you have to put a semicolon and then you say 8080. Good. That takes us to our dashboard. So this is our dashboard, and this where we can make some configurations on Apache, MariaDB, PHP Perl, set up my PHP admin, and then practice or experiment with our web development. So first, what we have to do is to come over here and click on phpMyAdmin. Now on this phpMyAdmin, when we click on my phpMyAdmin, you find out that it is not secured. It didn't prompt us for a username or a password. So we can secure this phpMyAdmin by clicking on user account, and then we come over here on this root localhost over here, because this one we'll be using, and then we say edit privileges. Then we can now say change password, so we can make changes there. But for the purpose of this lecture, I just have to go with it, no need creating. So this is where we create a database for our project. We'll be going with our project's name. So we're going to make our project name to be Charles Clicks. Charles Clicks. This is our project name. And then we have to create our database. So a database has already been created for Charles Clicks. I can now close this and close this. Then go to C drive. There's the XAMPP folder that has been installed on my C drive. You can open this. Now this htdocs is where we have to save a lot of projects. All any projects we're making on this local server or website, we have to save it on our project. So this is where we save all our projects. Remember, we save our project on htdoc. So now let's add a WordPress to our server so we can start designing our website. To do that, we need to download a WordPress file and then add it to our XAMPP server. So let me go online. I'm now connected, and I launch my browser. Go to Google and then type WordPress. Good. Then go to download WordPress. Download WordPress. You see, it's a zip file or a raw file. Good. Like I said earlier, depends on the kind of download manager you're using. I can click open to run my file, or you can come over here to go to your download folder to locate the file you've downloaded. So I just have to click open, and now I have to extract this WordPress file because it's in a WinRAR form or in a WinZip form. Extract it to my desktop. Good. Now, always remember that the name of our project, the database we've created for our project, is called Charles Click. I have to go offline now. So, sorry. When you come to C drive and go to XAMPP folder, htdoc, this is where we store all our projects. This is where we store all our projects. So we have two methods. I'm going to show you now two methods on how you can add a WordPress to your project. We can come over here and create a new folder, name it our project, which is Charles Click. Charles Clicks. Good. And then open this, copy everything over here, copy everything on this WordPress and put it in. Let me show you everything and put it in the folder. sorry, cut, copy everything. Say copy, right click, you say copy, come over here, you say paste. Good. So this is our project, Charles Clicks. You can create as much as more projects you wish to add on your server. Let me show you another method on how to add WordPress to your work. We can as well, let me delete this. Good. We can as well drag this WordPress folder straight and put it in the htdocs folder and then rename it to our project name, which is Charles Clicks. It's still the same, anyone you wish, as well, like working on computer system. So it's time for us to configure our WordPress. Let's go to our localhost, and remember we've gone to my PHP, my admin, and created a database over there. So right now, because I have to launch my project, I have to go to localhost 8080, then and I put Charles Clicks. Good. Now it has launched a welcome page for our WordPress, for us to install our WordPress file so that we can start designing our website. And these are the following items that we need to provide before we can proceed. We need a database name, which we've created, if you can remember, on my PHP admin, and the database username, and the database password, and the database host, and then table prefix if you want to run more than one in a single database. So I click on let's go. My database name is Charles Clicks, and default username on localhost when you're setting up a WordPress installation is root. Remember that. Your database password is blank or empty because we do not secure our database. So I click on submit, run the installation. Good. Now, what is the title of our website? The title of our website is, let me go with Home of ICT. Username, I want to go with Charles Clicks. Password, you can go with now you can confirm with password. Email address, we go with info@charlesclicks.com. Sorry. Now search engine visibility, you can click discourage search engine from indexing the site if you wish. You just have to proceed. Good. Sources: WordPress has installed. Thank you and do what and enjoy. Our user's name is over here, which is just clicked. Then you remembered what we use as our password, so I have to click login to log into the back end of my website. Good. We are now on the back end of ours. Let me view the site. You can come over here and then you press Ctrl key, click to open in another window, another new tab. Good. This is my new website. So from here we can go into customization, or rather we come to appearance and start editing our website. There are a couple of themes over here. I can activate this theme and use it for my WordPress website. Let me refresh my site and see how it looks. It looks more prettier. So you can customize your website. Good. You can customize your website, site identity, change colors, header, media, menus, a lot of them. Additional CSS, or if you can use a plugin called custom CSS. You can also customize or edit a footer credit if you're using a pro version theme, probably powered by WordPress. Check out my next video where I will teach you how to edit a footer credit. This is gonna be on my next video. So on the back end of your website, on your dashboard, you can do series of configuration like adding pages, add pages to your website, appearance, customize a website, add widget, menu, header, theme editor, and then so on. So this brings us to the end of this lecture. Pascal Localhost. Hope you understand what is going on over here. You can rewind, you can pause this video and maybe go grab some cookies, and when you come back you continue. Thanks for watching this video.
So now you know it's get low, motherfucker. Holla. Yeah, man. We put them songs together, nigga, in about 8 to 9 days, man. You know what I'm talking about? Young gang, you got it, my nigga. Yeah. But about this get low shit, all y'all niggas, man, on the underground trying to get your start, man. Come to